Okay, so going to be a bit of a girl again. This is my normal, almost daily walk around the Bangwad Reservoir. But, excuse me picking my ear, but as I've got this selfie stick, maybe we can get a few more different views. There's my little old bike in the background. It's old, but it'll hold. It rattles like bloody hell, you know. But it's got a good motor. Even when I wasn't driving it, they changed the oil and everything very regularly. I mean, more often than you really need to. Much more often, in fact. But, I mean, to Thai people, changing the oil is equivalent to fixing everything on the bike that's wrong, you know. The brakes might not work, or the drive belts might be worn out or anything, but you change the oil, so it's fixed it all. It's a bit like their thing with Thai massage. It's their equivalent to the English cup of tea, you know. It fixes all known ills. Like, you know, you've just lost a dear member of your family in England, or your house has been bombed out by the Germans, blah blah blah. Oh, that's terrible. Have a cup of tea, that'll fix it. Well, with Thai people it's the same, only, oh, have a massage. So anyway, I'm not the only person selfieing today. Not the only person selfieing. Oh, she's Skyping, or, you know, face chatting, or whatever girls do. Of course, you know, I don't hold with selfie sticks. It's much too girly for me. But anyway, this is the actual reservoir there. So there we go. Walk over it. Well, this is a view I'm sure you'd all much prefer. It's video without me in it. Sorry about this, guys. I'm just messing around and coming up with ideas, you know. It gives a slightly different vantage point to the video. Better. Because it's a bit steadier, which is a weakness with iPhones. And it's from a higher perspective as well. The only negative side of it is that I can't remotely zoom. I'll have to go on Google and see if there is a way I can zoom, but you know, the zoom is done by your fingers on the screen, so I doubt it. And this should show you how much the level has dropped. Well, it won't show you, it will show me. It's when I first got here 2 months ago, the water was up to that concrete band, which is now, I don't know, it's probably 3 or 4 feet above the current level of the water. So it's really gone down, despite the rain we've been having. So this is the other side of the dam. I made it that far. So 1/2 a mile in, and we're just getting into the bit now, which is the majority of it, that reminds me of Fort Canning. Not a place around that is more like Fort Canning without it being Fort Canning. That's what I always say anyway. If you see my previous video on this, you'll know that Fort Canning is an old military encampment right in the middle of Singapore. Fantastic place for your exercise. I used to run in those days before my back and my hips finally gave out, but I used to love my Sunday morning run around Fort Canning, and then quick shower, and then into Brewworks on I think it's Robertson Quay. fantastic Canadian brew pub. I actually did a live beer called Hopback, and I drank so much of it that the staff used to call me Hopback. I dread to think how much money I put across that bar in the 18 months that I was living there. It's a huge amount of money, huge. So I'm either a ghost or you're looking the other way. I'm sure you much prefer this view. A slightly steadier view, I think, than me holding the damn thing in my hand. I don't know why that should be. But it's really lovely and shady in here. Really, really nice. There's a bit of an unusual view. Breaking out into the sunshine again. If I'd have known it was going to be this sunny, I would have put my sun cream on. Which I don't normally bother doing when I'm on this walk. I only normally put the sun cream on when I'm on the beach. It's ruddy hot there, and the reflection off the water and the sand really makes it quite dangerous. So we're 1 mile in. How do I know that? Well, on a previous walk my GPS registered it when I was right by this gate here. So the gate to some old estate. There's a lot of stuff up in those hills that you don't see, you know. And you see gates like going up to some kind of house that must be up there but you never see, and some of the gates look as though they haven't been used for years, you know, so there must be a whole infrastructure buried up there in the jungle that I'm not privy to. If they had the Salem witch trials nowadays, instead of having trial by dunking or something, the accused witches may have been put under trial by selfie stick. My mind is starting to wander here, and when it goes off like this, it's usually not a good thing. One wonders what the poor accused witches will have to do with said selfie stick. But like I said, it's best not to go there. Another one of these sort of disused gates to nowhere that I mentioned before, you know. Never see them open, never see any signs of habitation around them or anything. It's weird. Now that island there was completely underwater when I came 2 months ago. I think I said that in the last video, but every time I come through here it looks more higher and drier. So the water is definitely dropping. Definitely it is dropping, la. About 2 miles in. I'm taking it easy today. Video I posted yesterday on the beach, I said I wasn't feeling up to much, and sure thing I wasn't. You know, I did very little exercise yesterday at all, but today I'm doing this one, the 4 mile 6 kilometer walk, which is the longest one I do. I got enough gas in the tank for that, although I'm not busting a gut, you know. There's plenty of time. Trouble is, when I get back to Tombstone, it's going to be bloody freezing. Can't tell you how much I'm not looking forward to that. Anyway, it's a part of life that has to be gotten through, but also enjoyed, you know. I'm going back to Tombstone. I don't want to be there. I'd much rather be here, but I don't want to write, you know, that 5 months of my life off just because I'd rather be here, you know. Gotta enjoy it. And I'll do some videos of it, and I'm not planning to do much, I must be honest, because I don't want to spend too much money, you know. I mean, road trips from Tombstone are bloody expensive. This here is 3 kilometres in. This is the watering can, although someone has pinched the bloody watering can, but I'm still going to carry on calling it the watering can forever. I'm like that. My mind works in a really, really strange way. I don't think it's anything to do with getting old or senility. It always was a bit weird, you know. I suppose that's what makes me a reasonably inventive, creative person. My mind goes off at tangents and makes strange connections, you know. Which of course is one of the symptoms of senility, but let's not worry about that, eh? If I was going senile, I wouldn't know how to work this selfie stick, would I? So the first bike wash, and I've just seen the mark. We're 3.5 kilometres in now, so we're more than half the way around. Lovely, I love this undergrowth. It smells and feels so fresh under here because of the oxygen levels. Really great. Just round the corner there's the sign advertising the calf, which you've seen already. About 1/2 kilometre and we'll be up to the calf. Just past the second bike wash. Someone is washing his car there. There's usually someone there. Sometimes see whole families bathing in there, you know. Oh, I don't scoff, they're a damn sight cooler and cleaner than I am right now. So this is the dead pool. I know we didn't get very good images of this last time because of my being gravitationally challenged, but you can sort of see it here. It's all set up for people, but never anyone there, you know. A keep out sign and gated off. Look, you can even see the little tables and chairs in the background. It's really good. And here we are, 6 kilometres from the top, and now just the gentle walk down ahead to the bike, which is just around this corner. As we go around this corner, we walk out onto the dam again. So, wish I could stop saying so. It's the big first word of every sentence when I'm doing this narrating. Note to self. So, here we are out on the dam again. The circuit completed. There is my little old bike. She's old, but she'll hold. And she'll have to be replaced at some point. The front suspension is very rattly. The engine is fine. It's a great little engine. I think I said at the beginning of the walk, didn't I? But it's done 40,000 kilometres, and I'll keep it as a standby, but as a spare. But anyway, there we are, Bangwad Reservoir and Dam, 6.2 kilometres.